Hello there! So you've come to hear the real story of the Giants Causeway, have you? Well, you've come to the right place. So let's see. Many years ago, when giants were still roaming around Ireland and Scotland, there was this one particular giant named Finn McCool who lived up in the northernmost part of Ireland. And he had a bit of rivalry going with those giants over in Scotland. So he decided he was going to build himself a bridge. And so he did just that. He built himself a beautiful bridge all the way from Ireland to Scotland, made of stones with 6 sides that fit together like honeycomb, the likes of no one had ever seen before. So he built himself this bridge and he called out across the water to challenge the great Benadonner, who was a neighbouring giant over in Scotland. And then Finn McCool went on home to his lovely wife Una. Now, shortly after returning home, he heard this rumbling and this loud earthquake around him, and he looked across the sea to see Benadonner coming across the bridge. And my word, this giant was 3 times his size. Well, he ran in the house and closed the door and went to his lovely wife Una and said, "Una, oh, I've done a terrible thing. I've challenged Benadonner and I've seen him coming. There's no way I can fight him. He's 3 times my size." She said, "Ah, my love, fear not, I have a plan." So she took him inside and said, "Here, put on this dressing gown and this bonnet here and lie down in the crib over in the corner." Well, Finn McCool thought this was quite preposterous, but he was in no place to argue, and so he did as she said. Then Una went outside and she found 3 round stones about the size of a loaf of bread. Then she went back inside and baked 3 more loaves the same size and shape as the stones, and she waited. In no time at all, there was a loud banging on the door, and Benadonner said, "My name is Benadonner." He was also known as the Red Man. "And I am here to accept the challenge of Finn McCool." "Well," said Una, "I'm very sorry to tell you, but he's gone hunting just now. But why don't you come in here and rest a while and you can wait for him?" Well, he came into the house. She said, "Oh yes, it's just me and my lovely baby here." And he looked in the crib and my word, it was the largest baby he had ever seen. And Una said, "Oh, would you like to join us? I was just about to feed a baby his midday meal." And Benadonner looked down and there was just a plate of stones. "Why, you can't eat stones," he said. "Oh," she said, "but he eats them all the time." And she handed the 3 small loaves to Finn, who was hiding out as the baby in the cradle. And he took those 3 loaves and munched them down as if they were nothing. Well, Benadonner was not about to be outdone by a small baby, and so he took the 3 stones from the plate and crunch, broke off his teeth. Oh, he let out such a wail like you've never heard before. And he said to himself, "Well, if that's the child, I'm not about to meet the father." And off he ran back to Scotland, picking up the stones as he went. He ran in such a hurry that he left his shoe behind on the Ireland side. And that's all that's left of the Giants Causeway. Now, if you ever go to visit the Giants Causeway, you can see what's left of that bridge on both the Ireland side and across in Scotland. And you can also see Benadonner's shoe that he left behind. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day.